How's it going, everyone? Is this going? I think this is going. How is everyone doing tonight? Oops. I think I'm on the wrong thing. This is perfect. Perfect. Okay, we're just going to wait for a few more people to join. Whoa, that was weird. Okay. Well, we've got a few people watching. Welcome to whoever is watching. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've never done one of these, so this is very interesting. But we have a question. So let's answer the question. Well, actually, you know what? Before I answer any questions, let me just kind of explain what my thoughts are for tonight. So, again, I've never done a live stream before, so this is very interesting. But if you're just joining, make sure to ask me some questions. It's going to be a question and answer video, basically. And I want to answer any questions that you guys have for me, whether it's about life or movies or any recommendations. I've got them all for you guys. So I'll answer a few questions, and then once we get a few more people watching, I'll kind of update you guys on how life is and what the plan is for the future. So we got 3 comments. I hope I'm doing this right. Brendan Murray asks, what's your favorite Criterion movie? So as far as movie goes, I would definitely say 12 Angry Men. That is definitely not only my favorite Criterion movie, but one of my favorite movies ever. It probably goes, I actually have a ranking of this on Letterboxd, so let me give it a quick look. Lists. All right, as far as favorite Criterion movies, I'd say 12 Angry Men's my favorite, and after that, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Diabolique, Wages of Fear, and The Third Man, and Wild Strawberries. There's so many good ones, but top 3, it would have to be 12 Angry Men, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and Diabolique, which is basically tied with Wages of Fear, both directed by H.C. Clouseau. So if you guys haven't checked him out, give that movie director a watch. Give his movies a watch. Christian M. Hey, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Christian. I am doing well. It's a good day. It's a good night. I'm doing a little better now that I worked this thing out. I don't think I was doing it right before. Just a second. Just one moment. Just texting someone. I think I did this wrong. I think a bunch of other people are on a different video. Okay, so Immortal Warrior 98. Hey, how's it going, man? I was about to watch Legend until I saw this. Cool. Well, I'm glad you are tuning in for the first ever NaNoRail TV live stream. By the way, I hope you guys know what NaNoRail TV is. If you've watched my channel trailer, you know it's just my first, middle, and last name combined. The Blonde Genie, a.k.a. Lindsay, my BFF, and my sister, says, hi, Nathan. Is Superman your favorite superhero, or do you just like wearing his merch? That's a good question, Blonde Genie. He's not my favorite superhero, but I love wearing his merch, of course, especially if it's a button-up shirt. My preference always. He is one of my favorites, though. Spider-Man has always been my favorite, but Superman is definitely up there. I will say that. I'm going to quickly check something. Am I still on? Yeah, I'm still on. Okay. I'll be just right back, guys. I think what I did is I accidentally started a different video, so a bunch of people are watching the wrong video. I would do that. That's welcome to my life, everyone. While I'm trying to fix that, I'll answer another question. Christian M asks, how was serving the Lord for 2 years? What was it like for you? That's an awesome question. So it was amazing. I absolutely loved it. I hope you guys can still see me. Yeah, you can still see me. I loved it. Like, it was great. So I served in Idaho. For all you who don't know, I was in the southeastern part of the state, and I think generally a lot of people just kind of assume that missionaries, they don't want to be around missionaries because we're just going to run over to you on the street and ask you to join the church. And it's not like that. I mean, yes, of course, we're going to do our job. We're going to preach the gospel because that's what we've been called to do. But we're not as crazy as the Broadway show makes us out to be, or as society makes us out to be. But it was an amazing 2 years. I served in several areas. Part of my mission was even in Wyoming, which was awesome. It's just a completely different place. I live in Arizona, and Idaho and Wyoming, for that matter, are just completely different places. So it was fun being there. It was life-changing too. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you serve a mission, you give up watching movies, you give up listening to music, and you give up watching TV shows. You give up so many things just so that you can put 100% focus on serving the Lord. And so it was definitely an adjustment at first to give up everything I love so much to go on a mission, but it was so worth it. And when I got home, all the movies that I missed, they were still there. Like, I was gone for the Star Wars The Force Awakens movie premiere. I missed that. When I got home, it was the first movie I watched. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I loved my mission, and I will always love it. So thank you for your question, Christian. Immortal Warrior 98, what's your favorite Ridley Scott movie? Well, I know that you would like me to say Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a good movie. I'm not like obsessed with it. I don't love it. I thought it was a decent movie. Just off the top of my head, I would probably say Gladiator, because Gladiator is a great movie as well. Let me look at I'm on his IMDb page right now, looking at his filmography. So Gladiator is great. I saw that on TV once. I haven't seen Alien. I would like to. You know what? I haven't seen a lot of Ridley Scott. I'm just noticing that right now. I've seen Blade Runner, Gladiator. Wow, that's really... Oh, I've seen The Martian as well. I didn't know he directed that. Cool, that was another movie I missed while I was on my mission, but I've seen it since then. I'd say Gladiator is my favorite one. Russell Crowe, I'm a fan of his, and that's a good movie. It's a solid movie. Let's see. Welcome everyone who's just joining. Motor Warrior 98. You got to see Legend. Fair enough. I will add it to the watch list. Cinema Bates, how's it going, man? We still need to do a video chat sometime. I haven't forgotten about that. I'm doing good. I'm going to quickly rewind a little bit to some of the questions that I missed. First off, I'm going to see what the movie Legend is. Legend with... Oh, yeah, I've heard of that with Tom Hardy. I've heard of it. I've never seen it, though. So, let me kind of cut back. Jack the Yeller, Mr. You better clean your washing machine. I don't know how he knew about my washing machine. That's kind of creepy. But I'll make sure I get to that Jack the Yeller. By the way, for those who don't know, Jack the Yeller is Jackson, the one in my Criterion video. So whenever you see troll comments on my videos, it's just Jackson being a troll. But it's all for good reason. He's a cool guy. I like him. Let's see. Brendan asks, are you planning to go into a career for film or something else? That's a great question. And Celeste Hale, That's probably my sister just commenting on my mom's account, is commenting a bunch of emojis. So Brendan asks about if I'm going into a career for film or something else. So actually, no, I'm not. I absolutely love movies. I always will love movies. I love the classics. I mean, you guys know I love black and white movies and Criterions, especially dramas, like deep movies. I absolutely love. I love studying movies, but I've realized that I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't come off as pretentious, but my beliefs for my religion, they don't coincide with a career in film. And that's something I'm going to stick with. If you guys are just joining, I was talking about my mission in Idaho a few minutes ago, and that mission just like it changed me. And I'll always remember, I'll always love it. And so I want to stick with beliefs that I've had my whole life and beliefs that I especially established on my mission. And with those beliefs, I don't think I could follow a film career. I feel like it would kind of be going against some of my beliefs. And it's kind of hard to explain. If you guys have more questions on that, feel free to ask and I'll go into more detail. But just to answer in a nutshell, so stupid, Jackson. In a nutshell, no, I won't go into film career. If I ever did go into film career, I think I'd want to go into animation because I love animation. I think it's really cool. But right now my plan is to major in public health. I think that the health field is very interesting, the human body. There's a lot of fascinating things to learn about it. I took an anatomy class last semester in school and just kind of intrigued my interest in health. But you guys don't care about that. You want to talk about movies. So I'm not going into a film career, but thank you for asking. Despite me not going into that kind of career, I'll always love movies. And my friend Jack the Yeller, aka Jackson, I'll give away his identity one more time. He is going into a film career. He's going into acting. So well on him. And I think he's going to get places. He's an amazing actor. So Cody only, I have 2 questions for you. Why do you hate Home on the Range? That was one question. And I mean, let me just read the plot. Let me just read the plot real quick. Here we are on IMDb, the good old IMDb, or as my mom calls it, the DMV. Home on the Range, right there. You guys can't even see that. To save their farms, the resident animals go bounty hunting for a notorious outlaw. It stars 3 cows. I've actually only seen this movie once. It was in theaters. I haven't seen it since then. I think that's saying enough. I saw that movie when I was what? What year did it come out in 2004? Was it 2004? Yeah, 2004. So I would have been like 8 years old. Even as a kid, I didn't really care about it. And so, yeah, that's it's dumb. I'm sorry, Cody. I'm sorry. Super Mason 200. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Super Mason 200. Petulant? You're not a Mormon anymore? False. I am still a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is a Mormon. Mormon is just a nickname for Latter-day Saints, but I am definitely still 100% a member of that church, and I don't see myself ever leaving that church. It's blessed my life a lot, and I've seen a lot of happiness from it in my life and in other people's lives. And if you guys want to learn more about it, you can go to lds.org or mormon.org, and they'll answer all your questions. Or if you have any questions, why the heck not? I spent 2 years preaching the gospel and talking about Jesus Christ. I might as well answer some more questions here. I don't know. Okay, so Immortal Warrior 98, you got to see Legend. I was thinking of a different legend. Turns out that he was talking about a movie from the 80s, which either way, I still haven't seen it, unfortunately. Okay, 1985 with Tom Cruise. A young man must stop the Lord of Darkness from both destroying daylight and marrying the woman he loves. 30 Metascore. Ouch. I really want to see it, though. Not even going to lie. I'm going to add that to my watch list. That seems like the kind of movie that would be really fun to watch with friends. Blonde Genie. Nice haircut, by the way. Thanks. I got it cut today. So thank you for noticing. Celeste Hale, a.k.a. my little sister, Brooklyn. What's your favorite scary movie? That is a great question. There's a lot of good scary movies out there. Well, the ones I've seen, there's still a lot of classics I haven't seen, though. I've never seen Halloween or Friday the 13th, but Of the ones I've seen, I love The Ring, the remake, directed by Gore Verbinski. I also love Insidious, The Babadook, Psycho, classic. And then Diabolique is a French horror film that I made a review for on my channel. I made a video essay on it. So if you guys haven't seen that, then definitely give that video essay a watch. I talk about it a little more in that. But those are a few scary movies that come to my mind. Recommend all of those for sure. Okay. Are you excited for Venom, or do you think it's a turd on the win? Haha, I see what you did there. I'm honestly not really excited for it. I think it looks really stupid. I'll just be flat out honest. Like, I think it's cool that Tom Hardy's playing him because Tom Hardy's a great actor, and I think he'll do good. But the movie just looks like really bad. Not saying it's going to be bad, but it just looks bad. I'm just saying what's on my mind. Hopefully it's good though. Let's hope it's good. So yeah, I think it's a turd in the wind. Do you like the band The Smiths or the band The Cure? So I'm not going to lie. I am terrible with band names. So I've probably heard a song from them, but I don't know who it is right off the top of my head. Bleachers is really the only band that I invest in, that I've taken the time to actually learn more about and learn their stuff. Let me look up The Smiths on Spotify real quick. There's a light that never goes away. Okay. You know what? I don't listen to them, but I'll add them to my queue so I can listen to them soon, because I'm always down to hear more music. Jack the Yeller, give away my identity, and I gave away my first child. Sorry, buddy, I already gave away your identity, so I want to kiss your child goodbye. Do you watch the YouTuber BHL Hudson? Super Mason 200 asked that. If I don't, then I definitely will. Let's see, BHL Hudson. 23,000 subscribers. Okay. Got a pretty solid channel going. They look like a cool channel. I'll subscribe to them. Why not? I'm game. Any YouTuber that talks about movies, I'm down to watch. Oh my gosh, Lindsay. Such a thinker. Okay. Mortal Warrior. I love 2D animation the best. Yes, I would love to be an actor too. Yeah, I've seen a few of your videos on YouTube where you reenact Blade Runner, and it's good stuff there, man. Definitely pursue it. I didn't mean to say that while not looking at you. Definitely pursue it. I think you could get places. I'm trying to figure out if everyone's here, because yeah, I think I'm definitely on the wrong thing. Okay. Gosh, I hate you. Celeste Hale, what is the greatest lesson you have learned from a movie? How has it helped your own life? Okay, that is a great question. I would say The Lion King has taught me a lot, which sounds silly because it's just a Disney movie, you know, but it's helped me a lot because they have a very strong message about remembering who you are and never forgetting who you are, and just like kind of the purpose that you play in life. And when I was a teenager, of all times in my life, that just stuck out to me like crazy. That really meant a lot to me. And so not only does it talk about how you should remember who you are, but it also talks about how, although we make mistakes in the past, instead of running away from the past, we can learn from them. It's amazing. And so I learned a lot from The Lion King. I would also say that I learned from what's it called? It's a Wonderful Life. Duh. I learned from that about how everyone plays a purpose in life. And so even though you may not think you do, you do. I'm really sidetracked right now because I'm trying to work this video. There's a bunch of people on my I made an announcement video saying I'm streaming live, but I've never done this before, so I think I did something wrong. Webcam. That's what I want to do. Stream now. Oh well, I'll figure it out another time. I'll just focus on this one I'm doing right now so that I don't bore you guys to death. Okay. Sorry, so I was totally sidetracked when I answered that question. Lion King, remembering who you are and never forgetting the purpose you play, and It's a Wonderful Life, also about never forgetting the purpose you play in life. Both of those are really powerful to me. Nicholas Acosta, I served in El Salvador. Yeah, not watching movies for me was hard to get used to as well, but it was so worth it. Agreed, man. I definitely agree. It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing I could have ever done for my life and for my future. And I would no regrets at all. I absolutely loved it. And so it's good to hear that you served there and that you had a good time. Thanks for telling me. Immortal Warrior 98's favorite scary movie, I'm assuming, is Evil Dead 2. I haven't seen that one yet. I've got to add it to the watch list. May God continue to bless you. Thank you, Christian. Much appreciated. Jack the Yeller, 600 roses, 800 roses. I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to skip it. The Blonde Genie, if 5... No. Oh my gosh, this is so stupid. If 5 people put a skull in the comments, Nano TV has to watch Phantom of the Opera 2 with his sister. There's so far 3 skulls. I never agreed to that, but I guess that's a thing. I really don't want to watch Phantom of the Opera 2. That's Lindsay getting on the live chat. My sister. Brandon Murray, what is your favorite genre of music? I would say I like pop, whatever Bleachers is considered. I like pop, but I also like I also like 80s music. 80s music is sweet. I feel like I have a very broad taste in music. I like a lot of different genres. It'd probably be better to tell you what I don't like, which is I don't care for country music and I don't care for rap either. But everything else pretty much is good stuff. I just need to listen to the song a few times and then it's normally history from there. But I would definitely say like pop. It's probably my favorite. I also liked Fun, the band Fun, before I got into Bleachers. Bleachers are the best. Yes, yes, yes. Explain to everyone how you don't like Ghostbusters. That's Jack the Yeller. And thanks for throwing me under the bus there. I don't dislike Ghostbusters. I just think it's a little overrated. That's it. That's it. It's not even a terrible movie. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, but it's just a little overrated. I'm sorry. I'll just be honest. I'll be frank. The Movie Geek. Hi. Hey. Hi, Movie Geek. Celestial Bleachers are the best. Yes, they are. Okay, explain to everyone. Okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Do you watch Studio C? Yeah, I have seen a few Studio C sketches, and they're funny. I like them. I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I have seen are good. There's this one that I watched where this guy it's a commercial, and this guy is in this really intense movie scene. They're like building it up for it to be an intense movie scene. And he's like talking to someone over an earpiece, and they're like, all right, whatever you do, cut the red wire, don't cut the yellow wire. And then he cuts the yellow wire and the whole building explodes. And then it's just like color blindness. It's a serious thing. And it turns into a total like public awareness ad about color blindness. Caught me off guard. I thought it was really funny. And for those of you who don't know who Studio C is, it's basically, it's just a sketch show, much like Saturday Night Live and The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh. Or not Drake and Josh, all that. It's just one of those sketch shows. Let's see. It's Wonderful Life is a classic Christmas movie. Yes, it is. Jace Phillips, most underrated A24 movie. Out of all the A24 movies I've seen, let me quickly pull up a list of A24 films that will help me narrow it down more. I haven't seen a lot, but I've seen probably 5 A24 films. Let me quickly look at them. So I'm going to quickly list off the ones I've seen, and then I'll tell you which one I think is most underrated out of the ones I've seen. I've seen Enemy. I have seen Ex Machina. The Witch. That's 3. And I've seen Moonlight. Lady Bird. Lean on Pete. And that's it. So out of all those, oh, is there more? Oh, okay, the other ones haven't come out yet. Out of all those movies, the 6 that I've seen, I would probably say Lean on Pete is the most underrated. It came out this year, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Whereas all the other movies, they've been out long enough for people to kind of start getting into. And so all the other movies have had time for people to jump onto the bus. But Lean on Pete just came out this year, and it went into a complete different direction than I was expecting. It's all about a boy and his horse. That's what they want you to think. It's a good movie, though. I recommend it. Movie Geek. Hi. I already said hi to that. Hey again. Nicholas Acosta. That's okay that you think Ghostbusters is overrated, because I think Avatar's super overrated. That's what Nicholas said. Yes. I've only seen Avatar once, and so I feel like I don't really have a solid opinion of that, but I will definitely say that to this day, it still baffles me that that's the highest grossing movie of all time. It's crazy. Okay. Cinema Bates asks, Nathan, who do you think is the best actor pre-1970? Try to base it only on acting ability. Thanks. I mean, I think he knows my answer. Okay. I don't know if he's wanting me to say who he thinks I'm going to say, because it's one of his favorite actors too. But pre-1970, I would say James Stewart. Like, easily Jimmy Stewart. I absolutely love him. He's my favorite actor of all time. The reason I'm even basing it on acting ability, if you watch James Stewart, especially in roles where he gets really emotional, you just feel for the guy so much. Like It's a Wonderful Life is a good example of where he shows his emotions. Also, Rear Window is a really good example when his wife is in the neighbor's house, the murderer's house. That's a really good example of him showing emotions. And Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Hello. He shows so many emotions in that movie. Just really when he gets passionate about something, he's so believable. And I think he's amazing. So I definitely say James Stewart. Other than him, though, let me see. I do think Cary Grant is a great actor, too. I know these are kind of like the typical answers, probably. Let me take a look at some of my favorite movies to get a better idea. Pre-1970s actors. Yeah, I'll stick with my answer of Jimmy Stewart so far. Let's hope that counts. I feel like that was kind of the obvious answer, but I love him so much. He's awesome. Mortal Warrior 98. Titanic is the most overrated movie in my opinion. Yes, and I don't agree personally. I absolutely love the Titanic. It's like top 15 movies of all time for me, I'd say. It's just, for me, I remember growing up with the VHS collection where it's like 2 VHSs and you had to like put in part 1 and part 2, but we always only watched part 2 because that was the exciting part. Anyways, it's just for some reason it's a very rewatchable movie for me. And also the soundtrack, it has one of the best film scores of all time in my opinion. And so I grew up with the Titanic, and it's always been a movie that I've just really enjoyed. Jack the Yeller asks, have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life? I haven't, actually. About a skunk that goes around spraying in everyone's face while singing I'm Blue Da Ba Dee. Huh. I've heard that it's about something else, but I'll take your word for it. I'll give it a watch, too. I feel like a movie called It's a Wonderful Life could be my number 1 movie of all time, but who knows? That was really big sarcasm. By the way, if you're just joining now, welcome. Hopefully you realized that my other video was a fake. Got you guys. And I'm glad that you're on this video now, because this is the one that matters. I hope no one's still waiting for that. I'm just going to quickly check in on that and cancel it. Okay, cool. I think we're doing good. Sweet. I think we're doing good. Sorry, I just had to quickly check that. So we're 30 minutes into the live stream. If you're just getting here for the first time, welcome. Thank you for joining. I can't believe 30 minutes has already passed. That's crazy. Also, just to update people, this is my first time ever doing this. So that's why I'm very naive to all this. I'm an amateur. I'll just straight up say it. Okay. Celeste Hale, who do you think is the best actress and actor of all time? So actor, I would say James Stewart or Jimmy Stewart. As far as actress goes, I mean, Meryl Streep is great, but she's not my favorite. I have a list of my favorite actresses, actually. And according to that list, this isn't, and this is personal preference. I think there are better actresses out there for sure, but just off a personal preference, I really like Emily Blunt. I like Evangeline Lilly from Lost and the new Ant-Man movie and Hobbit. I like Keira Knightley, Emma Stone, Winona Ryder, however you say that. I really like Hilary Swank, but she's not in a lot. She needs to be in more stuff. And then Jennifer Lawrence, I like her. I think she's kind of gotten a little overrated for the past few years, but she's a good actress. And there's a few names to hold you over. Let's see. Worst movie of the year so far. Definitely Cloverfield Paradox. There hasn't been a movie in years that I've given a 1 out of 10. Cloverfield Paradox straight up got a 1 out of 10 stars for me. So that is pretty sad. But it deserved it. It was not a good movie. I remember watching it and I was just like waiting for it to end, but I wanted to finish it just to give it the benefit of the doubt, hoping that maybe it would get better, but it didn't. It was a terrible movie, especially coming off of 10 Cloverfield Lane. It was terrible. And then after Cloverfield Paradox, I would say The Meg is the worst movie. Those are the two worst ones so far for me. And then after that, probably like Pacific Rim Uprising or 12 Strong, something like that. But definitely like the worst one is Cloverfield Paradox. Who's your favorite movie director of all time? That is an amazing question. So as far as movie directors go, I'm going to name off a few honorable mentions. I love Christopher Nolan. He's my favorite one working in the business today. I love Steven Spielberg as well, just because who doesn't? He's come out with so many classics. And then I love, as far as like more back in the day, Alfred Hitchcock is great. If you guys haven't watched my top 10 Alfred Hitchcock movies ranked video, then check that out after you leave here. And then, but I would say my number one favorite director of all time is Frank Capra. He directed It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, It Happened One Night, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, The Lost Horizon, You Can't Take It With You, and a bunch of other movies that I haven't yet seen. But all of his movies are so just cheerful. They're so feel good. I love them. Every movie you can guarantee that it's going to end with a happy ending. I mean, just watch one of his movies and you'll know exactly what I mean. All right. What is your favorite Harry Potter movie, and can you do a ranking of the series? Because I watched a ranking of the books earlier today. Super Mason 200, thank you for asking that question. Actually, like, that's really cool that you asked that because, first off, thank you for watching my books ranking today. That video is a few years old. I've gotten a little older since that one, but it's still up on YouTube. As far as movies go, I've always had a hard time choosing between Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2 and Prisoner of Azkaban. Those three are like a tie for me. I can't decide. I love those three movies, but it's kind of the same thing with the books where I love all the movies, but if I had to rank them, then I'd say those three are my favorites. But it's funny you ask that because Harkins Theater, it's an Arizona movie theater chain. I believe it's only Arizona, but they are marathoning the Harry Potter movies tomorrow and Saturday, and I'm planning on checking a few of them out. I won't be able to catch all of them, but I'm planning on checking a few of them out. It'll be the first time I've seen them in probably 4 years, so I'm really stoked to see them again. So thank you for asking that. Ben O'Connor asks, most unpopular opinions. Well, apparently it's unpopular for me to say that the Ghostbusters movie, the original one, is overrated. Sorry. Another unpopular opinion I would say is I don't care for Pulp Fiction. It's in the IMDb's top 10 of all time. A lot of people love it. I don't like it. Let's see, more unpopular opinions. I've got something. I know I've got something. Stranger Things Season 2 is better than Stranger Things Season 1. I like Insomnia, the Christopher Nolan movie, more than like half his other movies. And normally that's at the bottom of people's lists. I'm going to think of some more unpopular opinions. That's a good question. I like that question. Nicholas Acosta, if you were on an abandoned island and can only take one movie with you, which would you take? Me, my choice is my all-time favorite, The Princess Bride. I'm glad to know that's your all-time favorite. I love hearing everyone's number one movie. In fact, if you're just joining me for the first time, comment your favorite movie of all time. I love knowing what people's favorite movies of all time are. So if I had to choose one movie to take on an abandoned island with me, if I was abandoned on an island, it's so hard. It's a toss-up between It's a Wonderful Life and The Lion King. That is so rough. I think out of those two, though, I would choose It's a Wonderful Life, because Wonderful Life is a movie that even when I'm watching it, even before it gets to like the really happy ending, I'm just so happy as I'm watching it. I love George Bailey's life and watching it unfold, and I love it so much. And so, cheese nut. And so I'd say It's a Wonderful Life, because at least as I'm abandoned on that island, I'd be able to watch It's a Wonderful Life and know that although I'm completely abandoned from the whole entire world and also the civilization, at least I have this movie to remind me that I'm living for a purpose. That'd be a little hypocritical, but I would go for it anyways. Oh, Super Mason 200, I'll have to go. Bye. Love your channel. You rock. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. Sam asks, have you seen American Horror Story? I haven't, but it's something that I'm interested in. That was my shock-proof mic thing. See if we can get this fixed. Do you remember the TV channel JetX? Yeah, I totally do. It's a kids show. It's like I can't remember what it is. Can't really think because all my focus is on this thing. But I totally remember JetX. It was like for kids, I believe, and I was a kid once, so that makes sense that I remember it. Remember Immortal Warrior 98's favorite director's Ridley Scott? Yeah. Fair enough. I need to watch more of his movies. I'll do that. Celeste Hale, do you enjoy musicals? Which one is your favorite? Well, glad you asked, Celeste. I do enjoy musicals. They're not my favorite genre, but it's not a genre that I dislike by any means. My favorite musical is definitely La La Land, which any of you who are a fan of this channel could have guessed. Haha. I love that movie so much. After La La Land, I don't know if Disney movies count, but I love The Lion King. Outside of Disney movies, Hairspray is a good musical. I can't really think of any. Oh, the Muppets movie from 2011. That's a great musical. That's very overlooked. Okay. Jack the Elder says, I miss Tony. I read that earlier and I laughed to myself, but I'm just barely getting to that comment now. So yeah, that's a inside joke with Jackson and I. And you know what? I miss Tony too. It's been too long. Logan, what's your favorite movie of 2018 so far? Oh, it's so hard. It's a toss-up between Avengers Infinity War and Searching and Mission Impossible Fallout. But if I had to choose like a top two, it'd be between Infinity War and Searching. Here's the thing. Infinity War is like an epic. It's just such a big movie, and I've been waiting for it for so long. And so when I saw it, I wasn't disappointed. I wasn't let down. I was so impressed by the way they ended that movie. They were risky, and it was amazing. I loved it so much. But then Searching, on the other hand, was a movie that I thought it would be good, but when I got out of it, it was amazing. I loved it. And the only reason that I'd say Infinity War is beating it is because if I base it off my first viewing for each movie, Infinity War, I was more pleased with Infinity War after I saw it for the first time, whereas Searching, I loved it, but I wasn't as crazy about it as I was for Infinity War. My predicament is I'm super annoyed of Infinity War now because I've seen it 5 times. And yeah, I did that to myself, but I just need a break from the MCU for a little bit. And so it's a toss-up between those two movies. All right. Okay, so some people are commenting their favorite movies of all time, because if you're just getting here now, I asked everyone to comment their number 1 movies of all time. Mortal Warrior 98, Blade Runner. Yes, I didn't know that one. Celeste Hale, The Notebook. I've never seen that movie all the way through. Shocker. I've seen a lot of it, though. But, yeah. Logan says Star Wars. You're talking about New Hope or just like Star Wars in general? Either way, great answer. Have you seen the Scream franchise, Heathers, Beetlejuice, Mean Girls, or Hocus Pocus? Sam asks me that. So I'll just go in order. Scream franchise. I've seen the first one on TV. And while it was supposed to be more of a comedy horror movie, it actually did genuinely scare me at some parts. Heathers, I've never seen. Beetlejuice, I have seen. I mean, it's a classic. Can't say his name 3 times. I love that movie. I need to see it again, too. It's been too long. Mean Girls, there's an unpopular opinion. Someone asked me earlier what some of my unpopular opinions are. I've seen Mean Girls, and I don't care for it. I feel like everyone loves that movie, and I don't care for it. And then Sam's last movie he asks about is Hocus Pocus. And yes, I have seen Hocus Pocus. Once again, a classic. And I'd like to see it again. I grew up on that movie. I love that movie. Lindsay asks, I'm just going to skip that comment. Oh my gosh. We're at 4 skulls. Freak. That's creepy. My favorite movie of all time, anything Disney, probably Beauty and the Beast. Ashley Jessup says that. Thank you for telling me your favorite movie. Beauty and the Beast is a great one, for sure. Despite, that Lion King's my favorite, but even still, Beauty and the Beast is definitely in my top 10. And it's been nominated for a Best Picture, so good on you. Let's see. Brendan asks, have you seen The 400 Blows? No, but it's at the top of my foreign language film watch list. I really want to see it. I love Criterion's, and I know it's a Criterion must see, and so I really want to see it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I'll get around to it someday. That, along with a few other movies, I've never seen. What is it called? I have a list on IMDb. It's my foreign language film watch list. I make so many lists on IMDb, guys. It's ridiculous. Let's see, foreign language films watch list. Okay, so on my watch list, Akiru, The Untouchables, Passion of Joan Arc. I think that's a foreign language film. Rashomon, Rififi, probably pronouncing that wrong. Life is Beautiful, and M. So Life is Beautiful and 400 Blows are at the top of my foreign language film watch list. Sam, thoughts on Aladdin? Dude, Aladdin's a classic. It's great. It's amazing. It's I'd probably say top 10 Disney movies, and if not top 10, it's right outside the top 10. I love it. Ashley Jessup, what's your favorite Halloween movie? So my favorite Halloween movie is Halloween Town, of course, and Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge. That's a joke. Yeah, so earlier I mentioned my favorite scary movies. I'll quickly review them. I love The Ring. The Ring is probably my number 1 Halloween movie because it's just, I've always loved that movie. It's amazing. So I love The Ring. I also love When a Stranger Calls. There's an unpopular opinion. That is a terrible movie according to critics. And yeah, it's a little cheesy, but I love it. 1408's a good movie. Psycho's a great movie. And yeah, I need to see more for sure, though. All right. What movie has scared you the most? Based off first viewing, I would say it's a toss-up. It's hard because, I saw The Ring when I was in 6th grade, and it terrified me at that age. And then I saw Insidious on Redbox one night with my sisters, and that terrified me. But when I watched The Babadook, I would say The Babadook's the scariest movie I've ever seen, based on just first viewing. When I watched The Babadook, I was so scared that my closet door was open in the corner of my eye, and I was too scared to get up from my bed and close the closet door. And so I think that's saying enough right there. That's probably, based off first viewing, The Babadook is the scariest movie I've ever seen. All right. Have you seen First Reformed? Ben O'Connor asks that. No, I haven't, but it's on my watch list. VidAngel has it available, so I'm going to watch it through VidAngel eventually. I'm actually waiting for it to go free on Amazon Prime because normally the A24 films are free on Amazon Prime. And so I'm going to watch that one once it's free. And if it never goes free, then I'll rent it eventually. But I'm very intrigued by it. Ben O'Connor, if you have seen First Reformed, let me know how it is. Comment below what you thought of it. No spoilers, please. Celeste Hale, if you had a choice, would you like the black and white movies or nowadays? So modern day movies. If I had a choice, I would choose black and white movies, honestly, because the reason I say that is because I love black and white movies so much because they're so innocent. You didn't have to worry about anything controversial in them. for the most part. I mean, there's still some controversial black and white movies out there, but if they're just movies that you can watch and just appreciate as you're watching them, I love them so much. Whether it's a musical or a noir or just a feel-good black and white movie or scary movie, I love black and white movies. So I'd probably go with black and white movies out of those two. Logan says, my favorite Star Wars movie is a tie between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. You and I both, my friend. I'd say I like Empire Strikes Back a little more, but New Hope is right behind it. For those of you just tuning in, thank you very much for watching. Just answering a few questions in the comments. I don't know how long I'm going to go. I'll say right now, once we get to the hour mark, we're at 45 minutes in. Once we get to the hour mark, I'm going to share a few life updates just for you guys. It's nice to know. All right. So Andy Kishore, Andy says, why so many picture frames behind you? Do you just like having physical pictures or something? That's a really funny question. Yeah. So I'm in the office right now. So that's actually, there's one picture frame right here and then another right there. And I guess there are quite a few, but these right here, those are movies on the shelf. But this is actually my sister's office. I'm at her house right now. And so they're not even my picture frames. She doesn't even know I'm here right now. I'm just kidding. She knows I'm here, but those aren't even my picture frames. So you're going to have to ask her. But for what it's worth, I do like having physical copies of pictures. I do have a few pictures hanging up in my room. Sam asks, do you like Friends, the TV show? I've never seen Friends. Crazy, right? But I know I need to. Friends is a TV show with a laugh track, though, and I'm not a big fan of laugh tracks. I would much rather watch something like The Office or Arrested Development or Parks and Rec where there's no laugh track. To me, that kind of comedy, that kind of humor is way better. Earlier, it was asked some unpopular opinions. I just keep thinking of some. I would say I like Parks and Rec more than The Office. There is an unpopular opinion that you guys are going to probably be going crazy about. But yes, I like Parks and Rec more. Fezes Neath, have you ever been offended by a movie? Ooh, that's a good question. Can't really think of a movie right off the top of my head that offends me. Maybe if they make any cracks at like God or religion for that matter, kind of offends me just because I take that stuff very seriously. So I'd say anything that makes fun of that kind of stuff would offend me, but I can't think of a specific movie off the top of my head. Friends actually managed to be one of those long-range shows with a 10-year run. Yes, I know. Like, I feel like it's a classic nowadays, and I really need to see it because I feel like it's so relevant and so popular in today's media. But I just haven't gotten around to it. Immortal Warrior 98 was saying his favorite horror movies or Halloween movies: The Thing, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Evil Dead 2. Okay, I've seen one of those movies. Andy, judging by what you said, I think you can agree that Aladdin is the best genie movie ever. Yes, I would definitely agree with that. Mostly because I've only seen one other movie with a genie, and it was King Art. It was something about a kid going to King Aladdin's palace or something like that. What is that movie? A kid in Aladdin's palace. That movie was so awful. That movie has a genie. So that's really all it's going up against. So yeah, I would definitely say Aladdin is better than that. All right. Judging, okay. Ben O'Connor, do you have a Letterboxd account? Yes, I do have a Letterboxd account. In fact, I will type it in. My Letterboxd account is at Nate Hale. Letterboxd account. Follow me, and I will definitely follow you back. And screw you, Cody, for writing a skull in the comments. Definitely give me a follow because I do update it all the time. I log what movies I've seen, and you guys can get a feel for what I watch. Favorite movie posters. So I would say the best movie poster of all time is Jaws. That's just always my go-to because I really think it is. It's so iconic, just the shark coming up as the lady is swimming and the big red letters Jaws. It's so iconic and suspenseful, and at the same time, very, what's the word? Subtle. all mixed into one movie poster. I think they did amazing on that. And so I would say Jaws is my favorite movie poster. If there's another one, trying to think of some of my favorite movies. There's some pretty cool posters out there for Inception. I'll just leave it at that. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. Ben O'Connor, I did watch First Reform, and I thought it was mediocre, but I started it again recently, have yet to finish it, and I already think it's a lot better than what I originally thought. Good to know. So maybe that'll help me going into it. I'll kind of lower my expectations, not expect anything grand, but at the same time expect something pretty decent. That's good to know. Thank you. Ben O'Connor, have you seen Hereditary? I thought it was pure garbage. I haven't seen Hereditary, mostly because it was just released on VidAngel, but I haven't watched it yet. For those of you who don't know, I don't watch R-rated movies unedited. I only watch them through VidAngel or if they're edited on TV. And so if a movie's not on VidAngel, I don't watch it. That's just a personal preference. I've grown up my whole life not watching R-rated movies, and it's something that I'm never going to change. And so Hereditary was just recently added to VidAngel, which is just a movie filtering service that you can sign up for. You pay like $7 or $8 a month. It's amazing. I love it. But anyways, VidAngel has Hereditary, but I'm waiting for it to go down in price because you still have to rent the movie through Amazon, and it's like $6 right now, which I guess is like a movie ticket pretty much. But I don't know if I've built up the strength to see that movie yet because I hear it's pretty crazy and graphic. Immortal Warrior 98, do you own any video game systems? Yes, we own an Xbox 360, a Wii U, and a Wii. I use the Wii U to watch Netflix and Xbox 360 to play old Harry Potter games like Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm all about that nostalgia. Celeste Hale, what is your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is Lost, and it has been for years. I love Lost, and I don't know if anything will ever beat it. But things that come close to it, Twilight Zone and Parks and Rec. Those are my top 3 right there. Have you seen Modern Family? I've seen a few episodes, and I like it. I'd like to get into it more, but unfortunately I haven't. But I'd say that I've seen probably 5 episodes from it. Who is your favorite Office character? Now, that is rough. That is a hard question. I like Creed. He's like a really underrated classic, in my opinion. I love Creed. Jim, of course. Michael. I think Michael's probably the best character out of that whole show. I like Dwight. They're all pretty good. I don't care for Phyllis or Kelly or Andy too much, which is probably another unpopular opinion. Beetlejuice? Don't say that 2 more times, man. Don't say that again. That's dangerous stuff. I would steer. Oh, Fez's Nifs says I would steer clear of the film Mother. Then that film has offended a lot of my Christian friends. Yeah, thank you for telling me. I actually have avoided that movie for that exact reason. Nicholas says a great underrated black and white film is Arsenic and Old Lace. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is a Frank Capra film starring Cary Grant. So fun. If you haven't seen it, you should put it on your list. It's great. It is on my watch list. I haven't seen it yet, but it is definitely on my watch list. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that is a Frank Capra film. Let's see. Arsenic and the Old Lace. Yes, it totally is. Frank Capra and Cary Grant, great team up. I will add that to the watch list. What is your favorite 90s show that you grew up on? Like 90s movie or favorite 90s TV show? Because if we're talking about TV shows, I would say the Spider-Man TV show from the 90s. If we're talking about movies, I'd probably say like Matilda or The Lion King, any Disney movie for that matter. Bug's Life, I guess that's Pixar. Let's see. Can't really think of anything else. I'd say those ones. Psycho is one of the reasons the Bates Motel TV show exists. Yes, it very much is. I thought it was the only reason. What other reasons does it exist for? But I've seen parts of Bates Motel. It's a great TV show, but I never finished it. I got to season 3, and then I went on my mission, and I haven't caught up on it. All right. For those of you just joining, welcome. No, oh my gosh, dude. Why would you just put Beetlejuice 2 more times? It's bad luck, man. Sam says, what are some of the earliest movie/TV show memories you have from your childhood? Amanda Show, man. TV show memories, definitely the Amanda Show. I still love that show to this day. It's amazing. It's so funny. It's great. Hey, Philip's watching. I love you too, man. You're amazing. And looking forward to lunch on Monday. Anyways, Psycho is the reason Bates Motel exists. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Let me think of other early movie experiences. Tusk. Difficult to say. I'll get back to you. I actually probably won't, but if I remember, I will. Keep up your awesome standards. Thank you, Celeste. I will. The Blonde Genie. So when do you want to watch The Phantom with me? Hashtag Phantom Vlog. Hashtag coming soon. Oh, man. Pass on that comment. Philip asks, who is the funniest person in the office? Dude, Creed. Because Creed doesn't always speak, but when he does speak, it's gold. It's hilarious. I love it. I'm just going to skip over those two comments saying Beetlejuice because that's bad luck there. Nicholas, I loved Drake and Josh. That was my show when I was younger. Drake and Josh was another one that I grew up on. Drake and Josh, The Amanda Show, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, That's a Raven, Lizzie McGuire, just all those movies. Oh, Arthur. Arthur was great. All those movies. Funniest moment in movie/TV series history. Oh my goodness. Whoa, that's hard. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to, my head is just like, my wheels are spinning right now. I'm trying to think of I'm not paying for lunch. I'm trying to think of every funny thing I've ever seen. There's a bunch of funny things coming to my mind. I'd say pretty much anything from the movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure is the funniest moment in history because that movie is completely zany and crazy. TV show. Funniest moment in a TV show. That is a good question. Probably anything from The Amanda Show. Specifically, Moody's Point. Watch that sketch if you haven't before. It's a really funny sketch. Okay, Sam, please do a ranking of your favorite horror movies and classic Hollywood films. Yes, I do plan on doing classic Hollywood films. Horror movies, I may get to that one someday. We'll see how things line up. All right, so we have 12 people watching right now. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for watching. I hope I haven't missed any questions. If I have, then just type them again, and I will answer them. But we're about at that 1 hour mark, and so while we're all caught up on the questions, I'll answer that one more question, and then move on. I'll quickly answer this question, and then I'll move on, and then we'll take a little pause on questions and get back to it. What is your biggest guilty pleasure? Mine is Fantastic Four from the early 2000s. Dude, honestly, I like those movies too. Fantastic Four, those movies are amazing. Let me quickly, I have a list on IMDb called underrated or guilty pleasures. So let me quickly pull that list up. So When a Stranger Calls, I mentioned that earlier. Marley and Me, Bicentennial Man. This is a really bad one, but Aliens in the Attic. It's just so stupid. Like, it's so stupid that for some reason I like it. I just do. 7 Pounds, Eagle Eye, Chicken Little. That's a really funny movie. Upside Down, Here Comes the Boom, The Vow, The Skeleton Key. I actually like that. A scary movie. Hide and Seek, another scary movie I've seen, edited. Snow White and the Huntsman, and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. There are some guilty pleasures for you right there. I found out about the largest movie collection of all time, standing at 190,000. That's nuts. That's crazy. I don't even think I have 1,000. No, yeah, I definitely don't have 1,000. What am I talking about? I probably have like just under 300, a little over 200, somewhere in that range. But we are at the 1 hour. Oh, finally someone who likes Chicken Little. Glad to hear that. Not the only one. Superheroes and Stuff says hi. Hey, Superheroes and Stuff. Welcome to the live chat. So, guys, we're at the hour mark, so I want to make a few announcements and kind of talk about where I'm at in life. So, basically, today is Thursday, September 6th. 1 week from today, I will be moving to Idaho to go to school there, going to BYU, Idaho. With that out there, I don't know how often videos will be coming out. I want to still try to be consistent, but I know that I'll be taking quite a few credits, and my number one priority is going to be schooling, getting good grades, and just staying caught up on everything. And so this isn't necessarily a goodbye. And in fact, this is definitely not a goodbye, but it's just for your nice to know, I may not be here for a while. I'll just be gone from now until December, and I plan on making hopefully some videos here and there. But for the most part, it's going to be a lot less frequent than it is right now. Right now, I'm trying to upload a video about once a week, and it definitely won't be that. If I'm lucky, I might upload once a month, if that. I need to find a charging system. I need to charge my computer. Oh, perfect. I'm still here. Haha, I'm still here. I just need to find somewhere to charge my computer. That's okay. We'll just let it die. We'll just let it die. So what I was saying was the videos will still be coming. It just won't be as frequent. And that's the reason why, because I'll be going to school at BYU, Idaho. And I see that Nicholas says, dude, I go to BYUI. That's awesome. I currently live here in Rexburg. That's super cool, because I'll be there in 1 week. I will seriously be there in 1 week. So that's super exciting. I'm going to be well, I probably shouldn't share where I'll be living. So direct message me and we'll talk about stuff, and maybe we could catch up sometime and get a shake or something. I don't know. I've only been to Rexburg once, and it's a really small town, so that's exciting. Movie Man, can I hide in your house so I don't get roasted by my biology teacher? Probably not. But good luck with your biology teacher, man. I hope everything works out there. I'm sorry that you're going to get roasted. But yeah, totally. That'd be sweet if we could hang out or something. I'm glad that I have some more members of the church following me on YouTube. I didn't know that I did, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so the plan is, I was a little sidetracked a second ago. I get sidetracked a lot. That's why my videos are so edited, like so cut. Like they're edited so. Anyways, the plan is I leave a week from today, and I will be at school until December. Now, I will be coming home for a short break on Thanksgiving, but I don't even know if I'll have enough time to make videos then, but we'll see how everything pans out. But just for your guys, it's nice to know that's the plan right now. May take a little break from movies or from making videos, or I may still make videos. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm going to get there, get comfortable in my classes and with friends. And from there, we'll see how everything goes. Maybe I'll even make a video with Nicholas sometime, because he goes to BYU Idaho too. So maybe we'll make a collab video or something. I don't know. Movie Man says he told me that I look like Pebbles from the Flintstones. What the heck? That's not a cool biology teacher, but that's kind of funny too. But I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't, Movie Man. Nicholas says, how do you want me to DM you? Let's see. You know what? That's a great question, Nicholas. I have no idea what's going on here. We'll figure it out one way or another. Celeste, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. whether that's Celeste or Brooklyn. I'm not really sure, but thank you for the support. Thanks for all the support, guys. Thanks for tuning in to this live stream. I'm going to have to close it up probably in the next 5 minutes. We'll probably close it off at the hour and 10-minute mark. But the reason I do this is changed from the initial reason I started making videos. At first, it was kind of a thing where I got home from my mission. I saw that I had made money from YouTube. So I was like, heck yeah, I'll keep making videos. And my mind was only on it to make money. But as time has progressed, I've realized that I like making videos about movies because I love movies. And it shouldn't matter whether or not I'm making money or whether or not I get a lot of views, because I'm doing something that I love. And so I want to keep making videos. I just like talking about movies, and I like hearing people's other people's comments. Like when I post a ranking video, I love seeing their rankings, and I love hearing what your favorite movies are and just all of that jazz. It's really fun for me. And so thanks for sticking with me. Looks like it's about time to close off. We're losing a few people, but let's quickly see. Every girl has a crush on the high school chemistry teacher in my school. Is that the same guy that calls you Pebbles? No, that's the biology teacher. It happens, man. It happens. But I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on life, what's happening. If you don't see videos from me for a while, that's the reason why. I'm at school, and so don't freak out. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, though, I will leave my plug at Cinema 8. That is my movie Instagram account. And so if you want to follow that, I will still be updating things on there probably here and there. And so definitely follow that account and stay subscribed. I plan on making more videos. Like I have ideas right now. Like I want to make a top 10 Christmas movies video when the time comes. I'm going to not release that until December though. And then I also want to make a few more ranking videos. But one more thing, I want to get your opinion on something. I might also even post like comedy sketches. I love making comedy videos. I did Oh My Dog. If you guys have seen that video, that was more of a parody of a movie trailer. And so if you like that kind of stuff, let me know, because I might also start posting things like that. And so it wouldn't only be a movie channel, but it would also be a channel for things like just funny sketches, because I have a lot of scripts on my mind and I want to make some videos out of that. Collab would be sick. I actually have a film channel myself. It's called The Film Fan. Dude, I'll look you up. All right. So I'll look you up. I'll leave a comment on your video, and somehow we'll work it out. We'll get together, and it'd be cool if we could definitely collab. That'd be awesome. I'm glad to hear that I have another film friend going to BYUI. So there it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I'm going to call it quits. You guys are awesome. I love making videos, and I love your support and your comments. So just keep them coming. Keep commenting, keep watching, keep supporting, because honestly, it means the world. And I'm doing it because I love movies. I'm a guy who likes talking about movies, and I think that everyone should be able to talk about it, and especially when we love it the way that we do. And so Nicholas Acosta, everyone subscribe to him. He's the Film Fan on YouTube. I'll subscribe to him as well. I don't know if John is asking me that or someone else. If John, if you're asking me if I have a Letterboxd, I do. And my username is at Nate Hale. If you follow me, I will definitely follow you back, because I follow everyone on Letterboxd. It's just a fun movie site. Anyways, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you later. We'll see you the next time maybe next time I do a live stream or upload a video. Okay, see you later, guys.